Imagine conquering 6 warring states, building the Great Wall, and commanding an army of millions, only to be taken out by a tiny pill that was supposed to make you immortal. Or imagine being so funny that your own joke literally kills you. History isn't just dates and dusty treaties. It's a catalog of human errors, massive egos, and the most painful fails imaginable. Welcome to Ouch History. Today, we are looking at the rulers, artists, and lawgivers who didn't go out in a blaze of glory, but in a blaze of stupidity. From the Jimbro king who skipped leg day to the perfectionist chef who died over a fish. Buckle up, this is going to hurt. And hey, if you want to learn from history's mistakes instead of repeating them, do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. We are building a community of survivors here, and you don't want to miss the next disaster. Let's start with the ancient equivalent of a gym fail. Meet King Wu of Qin. This guy was the 13th ruler of his state in 307 BC, and he loved 2 things: conquering land and showing off his gains. During a trip to the royal capital, Wu saw the legendary 9 cauldrons. These weren't just cooking pots, they were massive bronze symbols of power, weighing about 700 pounds each. His advisors told him, "Sire, maybe don't lift the heavy sacred object." But Wu had an ego to feed. He squatted down, grabbed the rim, and actually managed to lift it an inch off the ground. A massive flex! But then, gravity called. His grip slipped. The 700-pound bronze monster crashed down directly onto his shin. The king of Qin didn't die in battle. He died days later from a nasty infection, screaming in agony, all because he tried to deadlift a symbol of the government. Talk about a crushing defeat. While King Wu died from pain, a Greek painter named Zeuxis died from pleasure? Well, sorta. Zeuxis was a master of realism. He was so good that birds would try to eat the grapes he painted. But his final masterpiece was a portrait of Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty. The catch? The client insisted the model be an elderly, wrinkled woman. When Zeuxis stepped back to look at the contrast, the sexy goddess pose combined with the elderly features, he found it hilarious. Too hilarious. He started laughing, then shaking, then gasping. He literally couldn't stop. His diaphragm spasmed, his face turned purple, and he collapsed. The man laughed himself to death at his own painting. The first recorded case of ROFL in human history. But laughing to death is at least a happy way to go. What happened to China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, is pure tragic irony. This is the man who unified China, but he had one massive fear: death. He was obsessed with immortality. He sent alchemists to the ends of the earth to find the elixir of life. His brilliant doctors cooked up magic pills made of cinnabar. They thought the bright red color meant life energy. Modern science knows cinnabar by a different name: mercury sulfide. You guessed it, the emperor started popping mercury pills every single day. Instead of living forever, he started shaking, his teeth rotted, and he went completely insane with paranoia. He died at 49, his body destroyed from the inside out by the very thing he thought would save him. He wanted eternity. He got heavy metal poisoning. Speaking of pressure, let's talk about the most stressful dinner party in history. It's 1671. François Vatel is the master steward for a massive banquet hosting King Louis XIV. 3,000 guests. The reputation of his boss depends on this night. It's 4 a.m. on a Friday. The fish course is the highlight. Vittel waits for the fresh seafood delivery, but it's not there. Only a few tiny baskets arrive. Vittel panics. He thinks his honor is ruined. He tells his assistant, "I cannot survive this disgrace." He goes to his room, wedges his sword against the wall, and throws himself on it. It's tragic, but here is the ouch part. Just minutes after Vittel's body hit the floor, the delivery carts rolled in. The fish was there. The banquet was a success. No one cared about the fish as much as Vittel did. Lesson learned? Never make a permanent decision based on a late delivery driver. Let's speed run through a few more historical mishaps. First, the beard torch. King Philip I of France. He loved his long, luxurious beard. He oiled it daily to keep it shiny. Bad idea at a candlelight dinner. One drunk gesture later, his beard swung into a candle. Whoosh! The king became a human torch and died days later from the burns. Next, the staircase of doom. Mughal Emperor Humayun, a scholar and a gentleman. He was carrying a stack of books down a steep stone staircase. He heard the call to prayer and tried to kneel right there on the steps. His robe caught his foot. He tumbled down, smashed his skull, and died, defeated by gravity and a long dress. And finally, we have Draco. You know the term draconian laws? That's named after him, because his laws were brutal. But the people of Athens loved him. In 620 BC, at a theater, the crowd wanted to show their appreciation. In those days, instead of clapping, people threw their cloaks and hats at you. They loved him too much. The crowd threw so many heavy wool cloaks and tunics that Draco was buried underneath them. He couldn't breathe. By the time they dug him out, the lawmaker was dead, literally suffocated by popularity. So whether it's mercury pills, late fish, or flying laundry, history proves that death often comes when you least expect it. Which of these ouch moments was the most painful? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip through history's weirdest graveyards, smash that like button and subscribe. We have a video coming up about the most insane medical cures in history that you definitely don't want to miss. This has been Ouch History. Stay safe out there.